Hey, this is Brian Gibbons, and I want to give you a quick class on rent to own and how it works. Renting doesn't make any sense, but also being able to buy houses and getting financing is really hard right now. So we're going to just go through the benefits of why you should even look at rent to own or leases with options to purchase. At LA Finance Homes, we help people buy on terms, and that means buying on rent to own or seller financing. Now we're going to give you free information on how that works. But let's just go over a few simple houses. We're going to go over a $400,000 house. We're going to go through a $600,000 house. Then we're going to go through an $800,000 house. Sounds like a lot of money, but sellers can't sell right now. So if you want to buy on rent to own, let's go through that. First thing we got to understand is paying rent over a period of time. Let's just look at 3 years, and let's look at 5 years, and let's look at 10 years paying rent. Now, a lot of people think that renting makes some sense, but on 3 years, let's say you're paying $1,000 a month and a $2,000 a month. Okay, let's look at those two numbers. Now, in 3 years, that's $36,000. That's 36 months times 1,000. And if you double that at $2,000 a month, that's going to be $72,000. Is that a lot of money? What if you could use that same rent, that $36,000 to $72,000, and build a down payment? We're going to help you do that through our rent-to-own plan. 5 years. We're going to take our calculator. See our calculator right here? And we're just going to put 1,000 times 5 years is 60 months, so times 60, that's $60,000. And if you double that for $2,000 a month, that's $120,000. Now, if you just double these numbers for 10 years, that's $120,000 that you spent 10 years in a house at $1,000 a month. $120,000. If you double that, that's 240. It's almost $250,000. And you know what? You don't have anything to show for it. Nothing to show for it. All right. So how does rent to own work, and how does it build a down payment? Well, a rent to own, if you've never heard about it, it's like leasing a car. If you lease a car, you put some money down, you pay over 36 months, and at the end, you have a big balloon payment, and you got to go get financing. But if you go buy a $30,000 car on a lease, you can write it all off. That's why businesses do that. So if you got a truck, you just put a couple of grand down, you have a nice new truck, and at the end of the lease payment, and end of the lease period, you can either pay the residual amount and go keep it. And you get all these tax breaks. It's simple, similar to that. On a rent to own, generally, how much money do they put down? Well, it depends on the house and it depends on the seller. Most of our houses, for let's say a $500,000 house, we're going to need about $10,000 down. Sometimes it's $20,000. But let's say we're just using a $10,000 example. If you don't have the $10,000, let us know, and we'll see if we can do something else. But let us know how much money you have to put down. So let's say you put step 1, you put your down payment, money down. Step 2, we have a rent credit system, a rent credits. Now, if you pay your rent on time and keep the property tidy, the seller is going to allow you to get rent credits. What's the rent credit? If you're paying $1,000 a month, like over here, $1,000 a month, they're going to give you 50% rent credit. How'd you like to get 50% of $1,000, which is $500? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? So we're going to get $500 a month if you pay your rent on time times 12. You can't be late to get the rent credit. And that's $6,000. So we're going to take that $6,000, and remember we put $10,000 down. Now we got $16,000 to put toward a down payment, and that's how. Whoops, sorry about that. You see how money you're just throwing away $36,000 a year. I'm sorry, for 3 years, $60,000 for 5 years, or $120,000 for 10 years. It's a lot of money. And if you got a bigger house, you're giving away $72,000 for nothing in return, or $120,000, or $240,000. But in rent to own, a lease with an option to purchase, money down. You put $10,000 down, you get $6,000 through rent credits, and my job is to help you get a FHA loan. All right, through our rent to own program. LA Finance Homes. What do you need to do this? Look down below. Look down below. You're going to see a form. If you want to own a home, not rent, but own, you fill the form down. You need to know income, and we'll talk about that over the phone. You tell us exactly where you want the house, and we'll do that. Now, a little bit about me. I've been doing this for 25 years. 25 years. We cover Pasadena. We cover anywhere in the LA County area we can help you with. Now, you need to walk through a few houses and know exactly what you want. And here's the secret thing you tell the seller. If it's a for sale by owner, not a real estate listed, but for sale by owner, it says, listen, if we can help you get your price, would you be open to flexible terms? If you're not open to flexible terms, I don't think I can help you get your price. So if you do that, then you call me. I'll help you get the paperwork together. All right? How does that sound? Does that sound like a good idea? All right. 25 years experience. It's up to you. If you don't fill the form out, I can't send you the free information. It's up to you. So just, I'll be happy to come over your house, wherever you live, and we'll be able to go through the detail of this. We are rent-to-own specialists. Okay? All right, so this is Brian Gibbons. If you want any more free information, just sign up, lafinancedhomes.com. It's up to you to own a house and not just rent. It's up to you. So thanks a lot for listening. This is Brian Gibbons with LA Finance Homes. I hope you and your family get in your dream home now. It's never been this cheap, but you've got to get good terms on your rent-to-own agreement. That's my job. Thanks a lot. See you later. Brian Gibbons. Bye for now.